Despite an order from the governor and a class action lawsuit, people are still reaching out to CBS 6 with complaints about the Virginia Employment Commission. Could the Commonwealth have taken steps to fix the VEC's issues before the pandemic hit? New at 6, problem solver Caroline Colburn looks at how another state modernized its unemployment system just a few years before the pandemic by taking advantage of a federal grant that was offered to all states.
January, February, March, April, May, nothing.
5 months. That's how long Caroline County resident Margo Faraq says she's been waiting to receive the unemployment benefits she believes she's owed.
This isn't fair.
The single mom lost her job at the beginning of January and applied for benefits just 4 days later.
After I'm filing my weekly claim every Sunday, it's saying back to me, your claim has been accepted and is being processed, but then there's no payment. Like, what's the issue?
Faraq says she received a monetary determination letter from the VEC, but was told online there was an issue with her account. And just last week, she learned her claim was denied, but with no explanation.
Still don't know the outstanding issue on the account.
After weeks of calling the VEC, she says she still can't get a representative on the phone.
You could hear the phone hanging up. And I'm like, what is going on?
Faraq is worried Virginia's outdated benefits system could be to blame for some of her issues.
I've seen that on the unemployment site that they're using like the system that's like 40 years old or something, and I'm like, 40 years old.
The last system upgrade took place in the 1980s. Meanwhile, 5 hours down the road, South Carolina, which was hit hard by the pandemic with half of its hospitality industry jobs wiped out in 1 month, is using a system that was updated 4 years ago. The South Carolina Department of Employment and Workforce, or DEW, says in 2017, the U.S. Department of Labor offered a grant to any states who partnered together to modernize their unemployment insurance systems. That fall, both Carolinas teamed up, chose a vendor, and upgraded. In the first 9 months, DEW estimates the new system saved them more than 13,000 hours of labor and an estimated $865,000 a year. Fast forward to 2020, South Carolina was one of the first states to implement the federal pandemic emergency unemployment compensation program, which provided 13 extra weeks of benefits to many. Meanwhile, Virginia lagged behind. A DEW spokeswoman said in a statement, quote, "We know our modernized system made the implementation of the programs a much quicker turnaround. Ultimately, our claimants benefited from this because we could process claims faster and pay out benefits faster to those who were found eligible."
Yeah, it was pretty simple.
Charleston resident Rosalind Hayward says applying and receiving benefits was a speedy process for her when she lost her job a year ago.
I think I was released on a Friday. I applied that Tuesday, and that following Tuesday, I had a check. And normally that first week, they said, you won't get a check. So that first check came really, really quick.
The veteran also notes when she had issues, she was able to speak to someone on the phone, likely because South Carolina also grew its call center staff by 12 times the number of employees prior to the pandemic, while Virginia added 8 times as many staffers. And the VEC still misses 2 out of every 3 calls.
That would really frustrate me because to no end.
But South Carolina's system, while updated, isn't perfect. When Hayward went to apply for benefits in April after completing a 6-month temporary job with the federal government, she says she was locked out.
I had issues with the system accepting my claim. I keep getting an error message.
And she struggled to get someone to fix the